Good evening, everybody. Welcome to welcome to a Thursday night random chat with your host Manice Bourneman and Colin Schumacher. Hello, Colin.
Hello, Manice.
How you going, mate?
Good yourself?
Good. I hope we don't break the internet with our faces so close to this camera.
You are looking well, but that tan, you know.
Oh, the tan's not as bad, right? It's the anemia from being so sick this week that you. You know, I'm not going to joke about it because it probably offend people. But you know, I thought for one moment there I might have contracted some pandemic here.
He didn't think he was going to make it yesterday.
No, I was half dead, man. I just woke up in the morning and g'day,
Hey.
g'day, Mick Waters. There we go. Can you see the chat? Can you read the chat on your little screen that you've got there? That tiny little laptop.
I can, yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, woke up yesterday morning and I was just, Tuesday I was actually in a shop and the woman behind the counter that was serving me said to me, why are you sweating so much? And I said, I feel a little bit average. And she literally stood back and was like, yeah, like I was contagious, like, you know, that outbreak.
Stay away
that
from
movie,
me.
you know? And then yesterday morning I woke up and I was just like, oh, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. My wife is like, just stay home. And I'm like, no, I have to go work. I put up a struggle for about 5 seconds and then I just went, nah, I'm staying here. Can't do it. How's your week been so far?
Yeah, good.
Good.
Can't complain.
That lag on your bloody lips, I need to figure that out. So sorry, folks. We're still working out how this system works now that there's my co-host here with his bloody lag out of New South Wales. It must just be the telephone lines there, that dial-up that you've got up there.
We have the high-speed internet up here.
Well, your lips don't say that same story, you know. I have to literally sit here and wait for I can see your lips move and I just wait for a punchline. It sort of takes away from the joke, doesn't it? Huh?
You'll get over it.
Yeah, no, well, I'll move on quickly, you know, like I did from work yesterday morning. I just moved on, you know. Like, can't do it. So there's a few people here that's saying hello. Mick Waters, g'day. Christopher Sankey, g'day. Colin Ray, g'day. Corey Schrader, I hope I said that surname right. G'day. You know, we'll just do g'day. I think
G'day.
I think all the people all across the world that follows this channel is probably sleeping because we are. Well, no, they're probably waking up. They're waking up. I know America's waking up around now. So
let's have a look.
See if anybody's around. So what's been happening? People, we need content. We haven't prepared anything as usual.
Well, in Sydney on the previous weekend, we had an expo, Blacktown.
Yes. There we go.
So,
hang on, let me see if I can fix this bloody lag, man. It's very annoying. Let me just see. It's on the sound here. Let me just check because if somebody's but might need to get a sound engineer over to my house at some stage just to help me with this lag because it really drives me nuts. It really does. You keep talking. Do you find advanced audio properties?
So Rob McMillan, he went down there from Newcastle.
Yeah, I'm surprised we've seen our stalker.
No, he hasn't been on yet. Unless he's just lurking in the background.
He probably is. I think I've just fixed that lag. I think we might have to go ahead of time. Talk now.
Okay. And he said it was good to see.
Yeah.
He's a South African fella.
Yeah, well,
Another South African fella.
Yeah, well, that was probably why it was good to see because he.
That was his first Australian Expo.
Yeah, I think that's. I remember coming. Yeah, but you know what? I remember coming to Australia and I saw a shingleback skink and I thought, my God, it was the best thing ever. And then Aussies just sort of swerve out and drive over them. You know, you go, okay. Is that how we roll in Australia? So
yeah. And he came to my place the other day and showed him a few Australian snakes and he loved it. So,
and let's not take anything away from the Australian reptile
Yeah. Yeah.
the species diversity that you have in this country. I mean, it's fun. I think you've got how many species have you got now? Close to was it? I think the last. What was the last count? Can somebody help me? You should know. What's the species count at the moment in Australia? Is that close to 900? Wasn't it 900 or
There'll be
something?
someone on here smarter than us that will know.
Yeah, because I don't own the Cogger anymore because my Cogger got stolen a while back. Let's not go down that path. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. Yeah. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it clean. This is an international show. No cursing on this show.
Yeah. No. You've done well actually.
Oh, it's how many minutes in?
Proud of himself too.
10 minutes in and no cursing. Although 3 minutes of that was music, so it's actually 7 minutes.
Yeah. So Matty, he said he loves the show. So it is a good show. It used to be at Castle Hill and then it moved to Blacktown. I haven't been to it since it's been at Blacktown.
Somebody's saying there's echo. Hold on. I think it's because of the NDI. Let me just fix that. Okay, go.
Well, the echo will be all on your end.
Yeah, okay, I'll fix it. There was two. We all people. Please just tolerate us. It's I'm new to this. Colin's even newer to this. But we're trying to make this work so we can.
You should see the chaos of cables I have.
Cable management, my friend. Management, my friend. We'll probably be boring people with all our camera talk and stuff because I think the reptile industry is so what we can do with what reptiles allows us to do is so diverse. We can keep them in cages. We can photography is a big part of
That's
herping.
what I was going to say. Photography is a big part of reptile keeping or reptiles. So.
Yeah, and video of late. Breeding reptiles, it's a very versatile field. So I don't want us to limit ourselves just to the standard conversation about how to breed snakes. There's a lot more to it than just that. I love our sound quality. I have to just add to that. I just have to say well done on that side of yours. With the pod mics, Rode pod mics. Yeah, shout out to Rode. We need a sponsor.
Yeah. But apparently, I was talking to a couple of fellas that went to the expo. There was monitors first thing in the morning, and then a couple of hours in, all monitors were gone. So, at the moment, I think monitors are in vogue. So,
what are you saying? Sorry, I was just. I can't do two things at once. So if you see me reading shit, don't expect anything back. I was just checking, and the guy say, I fixed the sound as we do. We try and keep the people happy here. The people are number one, on the channel.
You're reading as well.
I'm trying to read, but as soon as I read it, just.
There's some of your favorite emojis.
Oh yeah, what's that? Is that like one of those? Upside down of those, yeah. Oh shit, yeah, a long time coming. Good day, Emma. Yes, hello. Oh, the usual crowd back on here. I'm not sure. It's 28 people watching. I don't know where they're coming. Where's Rob? I don't know. Maybe drop him a text and say, where are you? We need your harassment.
I'll send him a message.
Rob's going to become a staple of this, taking the piss on this show.
Yeah.
Is taking the piss, is that cursing?
It's active 9 minutes ago. Hang on.
Yeah, is taking the piss cursing? No, it's Aussie, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, here we go with the morphs again. What's your ultimate favorite reptile morphs? Oof. It's a tough one. Oof. I don't think
you said Australian?
Is it Australian or any morph?
Mom.
I have to say, I'm a big fan of the big piebald retics and the Burmese. Oh, makes me sick.
I gotta say, because I like lizards over most things. The if it's international, the crimson albino iguana.
Oh, they are nice. They are nice. I do like if you're talking about lizards, I would love to keep Gila monsters as well. Oh.
Did you see the video posted online how they extract the venom?
Oh yes, I did share that on there.
You might have shared it, yeah.
Yeah, I shared it on the Reptile News page because that hit 21,000 likes today, 21,000 followers today. So that makes me happy,
Yeah, you've been happy all day.
Yeah, and sick. You can hear the nasaliness of my, But I'm not gonna kill people with that noise tonight. I see you've got the little friend flying around there in your snake room.
Yeah,
it's one of the.
I'll get him in a second.
Is
There's a spider on my camera as well.
Oh, the bugs are out in New South Wales along with the bad internet. There we go. coming in from Mackay, Queensland. Always enjoying the shows. No worries, Ev. We seem to have been attracting quite a few regulars on the shows. We just want to grow it. Sorry, it's been a bit erratic this last week. Just because I couldn't even talk on the phone, and that's odd for me. I couldn't even message people. I was like, like when you when you get ill, you don't even want to send messages. I was just harassing, a couple of
come
people.
back. Okay, if you limit to Oz.
Oof.
So your favorite morph in Oz?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go straight off the bat, and I'm gonna say the marbled children's.
Oh yes. You know what I think? I think the marble for the Americans, Google marbled children's. What's it? Antaresia childreni. It's the first time I saw them, I thought they might have been a type of leucistic because they hatch with those little bluish tinged eyes. Am I wrong? So the first photo that Simon Stone posted was and I thought, man, those things look like they could be leucistic because there's no other color in them.
Yeah.
And then, but I think it's one of those. It's going to be one of those mutations, and as soon as you start combining it with other mutations, it's going to start throwing random third party.
Even with in the mutation, you get full chocolate ones.
Yeah.
White high-sided things.
Yeah.
Blue-eyed ones, black-eyed ones. I got one that's got a blue and a black eye.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I never. So I always, because they were just,
the big snakes, the carpet pythons.
No. I'll tell you what happened. I had the most of the granites. All the granites in Australia came from my line of granite. We won't go there. But
talk about that.
We won't talk about that. But the Granite Max, the first ones that I got my hands on, they could climb out of vision racks. Like they could fit through the little holes.
Yeah.
In the roof of the vision racks. And my first
know the tricks of the trade with that, the vision racks with the fly screen.
Yeah, and my first experiences with those little snakes were just like they escaped. One escaped, and I found him I moved the bin one day, and I stepped on him. I literally put my foot right on him. Luckily, I didn't go full for. I felt him, and I wasn't wearing a shoe, and I stepped on it.
Barefoot?
What's that?
You were barefoot?
Yeah, South Africans like to do stuff barefoot, mate. Don't know if you've seen Arno Nadia, but a friend of mine in South Africa, play around with cobras and stuff, and it's always barefooted. 100%. Let me just see what else is here. So to say I don't know. I don't have a favorite.
You haven't given your favorite morph yet.
I don't have a favorite. I don't think I've got a favorite. I like to see mine would be like combination. I do like the T positive granite that half blood. Is it? It'd be half blood. The T positive granite that David Evans made this year looked interesting. I think that could be interesting, and I can only imagine when they start mixing that into the marbles, because I think that might just blow things open. Oh no! Yeah. I do like those pied looking. What are they? Pied looking? Is that children's? Did you see that clutch in New South Wales that they had like they came out looking like some of them are. I reckon it's pied. Some of those snakes.
I haven't seen that, no.
A whole clutch that came out like, I don't know. We might have to get that guy onto Steve Carruthers, I think, hatch them.
Oh, okay. Good old Steve, eh?
Yeah, and the whole clutch came out looking pied. And then, but some of them do look like they could be chimeras or whatever. But some of them have, like the pieds in the ball python, they've got like the white, the pure white. And then they've got the pattern doesn't look like ball python pattern anymore. Like a true pied has got like a pattern. The area that has color is totally distorted.
Mm-hmm.
And those snakes have got that exact same like distorted pattern on that. So you can't see what it is really. I really like that.
Yeah.
Let's see who else. Howdy. Eddie Darnell, g'day. Caramel Exanthic.
Goggle box or reptile news? No brainer.
So it has to be goggle box.
He's tuning in and going, no, this is not for me. I'm out of here.
Yeah, no, I'm gone. I'm gone. See that fly flying around there? No, unhygienic too,
Leave my flies alone.
I wonder what type of ISO you're running at, because you look very grainy. I don't know. You see, but my eyes, nobody else would notice that, but I'm going
1250.
Yeah, no, that's no.
Background, it's different. I got to get the green screen. Once I'm got the green screen, we're laughing.
And we need the more light, proper light, huh?
and I don't have the $3 million lighting on my face like you do.
But
I'm down.
how do you expect me to work on my tan if I don't have those lights?
Yeah, I was like, are you sweating right now?
No, that's actually pretty good. I don't have any of that glare.
Or is that moisturizer?
No, it's just my natural glow that I've got there. It will look nice though if you've got the green and I've got the green. It will look like we're in the same studio, but we
It
know.
will. Yeah, that there'll be no barrier between us there.
Oh yeah, even lighting, beautiful. Oh yes, other people on. Oh no, we're getting so involved engrossed in our own little.
Caramel Xanic Granite Jag.
Very nice. Yes, I don't know about the caramel. I'd do hypoaxanthic, super hypoaxanthic granite jag.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be nice. But then it
Yeah,
would have no
nothing wrong with
pattern.
that.
It would have no pattern. So what would be the point?
So the one you're talking about came from a Paradox T positive cross marble.
Yeah, it was from a paradox. Yes, but I've got there's something. Some of them look like the classic paradox, and some of them in that clutch have got a messed up pattern that I reckon those things are going to prove out. Mark my words. I reckon those things are going to prove out.
Okay.
Yeah, I just have a gut feeling. I've seen it too many times. In Burmese look the same way. Retics have got the same pattern. Boas, even I've seen boas that were piebald had the same thing. You name it, they've all got that really distorted pattern on the like in the colored areas. Let's see, we can see. I like to make these predictions and be right down the line. So
Really digging granite at the moment.
yeah, they're nice. Caramel.
Mitchell Hodge, speaking of morphs and pieds, what's the situation with the pied stimmies?
I don't know. I don't know
The
where they
guy's
were.
in jail, so you can ask him.
But were they stimmies or were they Mackies? I think they were Macs. Pied Mac.
No, they might. No, I think it was a stimmy.
Are you
I
sure?
did see it.
I don't know. I thought they were Macs.
He had that Penrith Expo with a security guard, if you recall.
Oh yeah, I wasn't. I was just moving around.
Were you there? You weren't.
Yeah, I was there. I was there when he was outside talking to on the camera. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't talk to him then. Really digging granite at the moment. Yeah, carpet. The granites in carpets. I think there's a lot of potential in there. I think that when we start combining them with all the hypo traits and stuff, the super hypos and things like that, But then on the other side, if you start combining something like a granite with the super hypo, the problem with the Australian line super hypos in the carpets is that it just washes out the black.
Right.
So I don't know. You need to, my mindset's always been you have to make combinations that actually give you something different.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the stuff, that's what happens with the ball pythons over in the US. Once a guy started putting 3, 4, 5 genes of the same into the same snake, a lot of the animals started to look exactly the same.
Yeah.
And it became hard to. And then the guy started refining, working with. That's why some guys work with just a lot of clown stuff, and a lot of guys work with pinstripe stuff, and they sort of. I don't know about. There's so many bloody mutations with the ball pythons at the moment, but a lot of those guys specialize within a small group of mutations, and it sort of adds value to the snakes, like the magma. You saw the Justin Kabil. I'm a big follower of his because he does some crazy stuff with new stuff.
I watched his, the new facility built.
Crazy, isn't it?
Else. Yeah.
I doubt we'll ever see anything like that. Oh, but let's not say. Well, we might see some.
Never know.
Yeah, maybe.
Rob's going for his venomous permit.
In the next month or so. What does he say? What's it like keeping hots or those that may have them? Do you keep venomous?
No, I have my catch and release permit, so.
Oh, okay.
I keep them out of people's houses.
And then you throw them back in the bush.
Yeah.
How long do you think before Antaresia become all crossbreeds for their genetics? Don't know. I don't know. The carpets are already a little bit of a mess.
Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of time. I mean, I see people post photos of dry.
But you go back 10 years, probably 15 years ago, everyone was about genetics, GPS, but now it's just about the paint job. So. I'm going to say you will see more and more of it.
Yeah.
Fiddling.
I don't know. So, as long I'm hoping there's guys that actually stick to the normal, the wild type stuff. It's
Yeah,
all
there still will be because there's a place in herpiculture for it, you know. So
yeah. And there's guys that still work with the nice jungles, and
that's right. Yeah.
I doubt there'd be. I mean, I saw something interesting I saw today was the ads for the white lip pythons up in Queensland. Is it
Mhm.
Queensland? Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they are. Yeah.
And I just saw the price is just plummeting, and you wonder, like I've always been wary of, and not to rubbish the animals, but I've always like who would invest in animals that are just tanking? The price is just tanking, like I mean they were big dollars just the other day, and I think their prices halved already.
Yeah.
And
Like
I'm
the rough
looking,
scales.
and I think that Queensland's the only place they can keep them.
Yeah, I don't think we can get them on permit here.
I think I doubt they'll ever put them on permit in Victoria either. I mean, we can't even keep parentis yet. So I mean, but I have a whinge about that well, I can't keep any reptiles yet. So I'll
Rob's active now.
okay. Solid black animals thoughts much flicking around, and I was solid black. I think Jared Sharp was working. I think I do like the. You know what I do like the black blue tongues. I don't
Yeah.
know. I do like the black. I really do like the big half blood Kimberley ones.
He's in.
Oh, here we go. Hello, love. He's here.
The regular stalk is back.
Yeah. I think both pure morphs are great for the hobby. Both are beautiful in totally different ways. Yeah,
Okay.
I it's always good to see. I've posted a few photos of tubs full of snakes that are like all different types of colors and patterns, and I think there's definitely a place. Nice display with a real pure jungle, nice black and yellow jungle. I mean, how many of us saw a jungle carpet python the first time, a really nice one, and went, man, that's the prettiest snake,
Yeah, like Peter Krause, John Montgomery,
Yeah,
Black and Gold Jungles, like they were the bee's knees back in the day.
yeah. There's a few guys with that real quality black, and where did I see? I posted a photo the other day of a snake that I saw just in a local pet shop about 3 or 4 years ago, and he was just sitting there, black and yellow, but really crazy. Where you sometimes run into the prettiest snakes ever.
So Mitch just said they are on permit in New South Wales. There's R2 already. But they'll probably block an import permit. Like that, like green trees, and I think they've stopped perennies now in New South Wales as well.
Yeah, I think I saw that camo
Yeah,
at a.
having a whinge about it.
What's that?
I think he was having a whinge, or he was saying he's the only one that will be able to breed them or something like that in New South Wales.
Yeah, but I don't know. That remains to be seen.
Yeah.
Breeding them. A lot of guys talk and say they can breed stuff, but then you never see they have babies come out of that.
Yeah, consistent breeding of perennies is difficult anyway. So
Yeah. What size of what's Joe does it up in Queensland, but I haven't seen much in regards to eggs from it. When is Parenti's breeding season?
I'm not sure. But I haven't seen Joe's new setup in his new place. So
It's used to breed them in those big aviaries.
yeah, I've seen Peter Krause's one that it's a huge area with a moat around it.
Yeah.
And then he gets out on the island and digs the eggs out once a year.
And he never gets attacked?
No, I think they distract him with food. So.
Oh yeah, of course. The trick to a monitor is to keep their stomach busy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Emma, love jungles. Yeah, jungles are good. Michelle Rumler says, I hope I say the surname right, Rumler. Moonglows and snows. Yep. I do like the odd pure white snake. I wish we could keep the Princess Diamonds, the boas. The white leucistic boas. So many things we'd like to keep, huh?
Yeah. Moonglow every day of the week.
Here we go. Is a caramel sundlow axanthic pretty close to a legitimate moonglow? A caramel sundlow axanthic. No, because you've caramel sundlow. So caramel is a sunglow the sunglow is a caramel albino.
Yep.
So caramel albino axanthic.
It's pretty.
I don't know. I think a hypo albino axanthic is a proper moonglow, because you get with a because with the jungles you get that. I don't think with the jungle line axanthic. Like, I'm not an expert on the axanthic, but I think I'm not sure what that word like. So is a
I've got
caramel
nuts in the house.
pretty close to a legitimate moonglow? No, I'd say a hypo, a true hypo, because caramel is a very wishy-washy phenomenon. I don't like the caramels because there's too much black on them.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the anorigine and what combos? I don't know enough about the anorigine. To comment on that, Marty, hello. Thank you for or welcome. Jeremy Noble, need an update on your room, Colin. Oh, maybe we'll do a show.
We could do a live stream.
We could do.
I've changed my philosophy, but on cages, so I'm still building cages and all sorts of stuff. So
yeah, you need to display them. I've been posting a lot of photos on the Reptile News page of big enclosures, and I love those plants, man.
Like we've been watching with Brian building the Reptarian. Like, tubs have their place in herpetoculture, but it's nice to be able to build your like a cage and display your reptile. If you
can afford the space, why not?
Yeah. Well, it's also about, like, why do I have 5 bredli? Do I need 5 bredli? I just have one, and it's the coolest one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Get to that point. You know, like for me back in the day, it was like, I want to try and breed that. Then you breed it, and you're like, cool, I cracked that. I know how to do that. Do it again the next year, and you move on to something else.
I haven't. I don't know. I've found a new appreciation for these big naturalistic, but a proper. There's a lot of half-assed naturalistic guys. So there's people that specialize in real naturalistic stuff.
Yeah,
you know, where you actually match the plants to their biotope or their habitat where they live.
Yeah.
You don't just throw plants in a cage. I mean, that's not the art is to actually match the mosses, and the branches need to be for specific trees, and then the air plants and all that stuff need to sort of be from the same. You can't put a Dandenong fern in there when there's like epiphytes from the bloody Amazon in there. No, we can't do that. But there's some nice ones.
Caramel versus hypo, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, hypo and caramel are basically the same thing.
Like
I don't think they are. I don't think hypo and caramel is the same thing. They're not. They different. I've worked with hypos, and I've worked with hypos, and I've worked with caramels, and they express different. And I don't know, but I'm not an expert on that.
What you see?
I should do a video on caramel and hypo. Yeah, I might when I go and see my friend up in Sydney. Those lights you fit in your cages are top class, Colin. Oh, here we go, Rob again.
Yeah, he's dropping on the lights. Yeah,
they are which ones are they? The ones that you install?
They're just LED strips from Philips,
and you
control with your phone.
Yeah,
anywhere in the world.
Yeah, that's just and the RGB. Yeah.
Yeah, so you just it's over your Wi-Fi. You plug them in, they find your Wi-Fi, find your little network thing, and then you can set up timers and sunrise, sunset. So when the sun comes up, it's programmed into your phone, and then basically you can the lights will come on, and then they go off with sunset. So.
There's a lot of that home automation stuff now that you can apply to reptile cages.
Yeah, and I like
that's crazy.
I've always got stuff like that and changed it to suit reptiles. Like my first reptile room I ever built from scratch. I used fridge panel, and I used a refrigeration PLC to do all the heating and cooling and all that sort of stuff, and temperature.
And now you
too hot. The whole room sucked out with a exhaust fan, and then it shuts off when it got down to the desired temperature, and it cut all the room power out, even though you had thermostats on all the cages.
You know what I don't understand is there's so many gadgets to our disposal, and people still want to use, those round analog. Is it analog? Those round timer switches that you stick into the wall, and as soon as there's a power short, it's like they lose time. They need power to run, and if you've got power, they sort of reset themselves. They get slower over time if they're not calibrated properly. And people trust that shit. So people trust that stuff, those cheap timers on their expensive animals. And then when something goes wrong, and like cheap thermostats on the incubators.
Yeah, cheap thermostats is definitely one.
I'm like, really? You can get stuff now that sends you warnings and notifications if your heating's off in your incubator. I mean, you don't take risks like that, especially when it's unnecessary risk. What's that?
I get a text if I leave my fridge door open.
Your fridge in your house. Well, that's important. Yeah. That's important. You don't want to get sick. Food poisoning. That's a global killer. You know that.
Yeah. So is contravirus. That you've also contracted somehow.
Let's not joke. We don't want to lose viewers here. Some people that get really offended when you start joking about coronavirus.
Yeah.
I used to suffer from corona, but the beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems to you that's a worse virus to suffer from if you've had too many of those.
Yeah.
Let's see here. If anyone hasn't seen those lights, go check out Wildborn Oz. Okay, he's just a plug machine, isn't he, Rob? Loves a plug.
He's good. Can you put a link in there? There's an electrical product called Grid Connect at Bunnings. Everyone needs to go look into it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Especially RGB stuff. I use the stuff.
Us Sparkies have tricks up our sleeves.
I've got stuff. I get stuff in Genio. What's the stuff that I use to use my lights? Let me just check here. Genio Mirabella. If you go to Kmart, they sell this brand called Mirabella.
Yeah.
And it's called the Genio range, and that's all RGB lights and power. So like I've got power boards behind me here that does all my lights.
Yeah.
And I can control each plug outlet from my phone.
Yeah.
Which I find, I wish I had that stuff. Especially when you've got lizards, stuff that you can just like day and night.
It's not only turning on and off. Like a lot of these things now, because you've got a phone and it goes into your phone, it goes off your phone, the clock in your phone, and you can set timers.
Oh yeah, of course. You can group set them so you can have some go off. So you can have some of the lights go off at certain times and some go off so you can have like a normal day. Like you can basically let the lights go off in a series. So it sort of dims the light in the room all the way down to when it's night. I mean, all that stuff matters to reptiles. This whole thing where it's suddenly day and suddenly dark. Mm-hmm. Reptiles, they know when there's something, it's funny little things like that.
Well, that's why I bought an actual aquarium light for my fly river turtles.
Yeah.
And with that thing, you can set a storm. So like a lightning event.
Yeah.
So there's no sound, but you still get the flashing lights and all that sort of stuff, and the turtles love it. So they go crazy and think it's raining. So
I thought those how many years? I thought those turtles were. How big are they now? I saw you when you got them. Do they grow fast or are they slow growers?
No, it depends how much you feed them. Like I feed them every now and then. I don't feed them. Like if you pumped them, they'd just get massive.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you have the water temp right up.
Yeah.
Like I have it on 28 degrees Celsius.
Mm-hmm.
And they're probably 150 mil now. So.
Yeah, they get big though. What size do they max out at?
You can ride them.
Seahorses, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I've been in a pool with a couple of big ones, and you grab on the back and get towed around by them. So.
What was the guy's name that was at that? Who's the guy that breeds them up in the north? Greg. Is it Greg?
Yeah, Greg. He had them. And then he sold them to the guy I bought them off, the guy in Cairns, the Cairns aquarium fella.
What was that? Because that Greg was involved in that national, that group, the bunch of herpers that wanted to start up that thing.
I swam with him at his house.
Yeah. He's got those pond liners and stuff, this big man-made dam.
Massive, man. Absolutely massive.
That was years ago that I saw that. I think you guys, I remember the video that you made about that.
You do.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was also involved in all the cane toads up there and all the issues that they had with that type of stuff. He's very involved with 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 the landowners up there.
Yeah.
Greg Miles, there we go. Greg Miles, yeah.
Troy.
Hi, Troy. Yeah, Sparky, what's other? So, slowly but surely, 26. We were up to 40, and we dropped down to 26. But it's a sort of a random show,
Yeah.
and I don't want to go too long. I can feel that I'm not at 100%.
You gotta get up in the morning.
Mate, I have to get up. That's hard enough. Oh shit. Okay. Well, that's good. We'll see how we go. I'm streaming this to all the channels to see how we go with the blame me, Rob McMillan again.
Yeah.
That sound lag, it drives me nuts.
You have to fix it.
Yeah, we'll fix it.
Was it there last time?
Yeah, it's like it's because your sound's going in. You might have to set it on your side. When you talk on that side, does your lips move the same at the same speed as what the sound's going through the mic? Can you see your?
Yeah, but no, like when I'm looking at your screen, it's lagged. When I look at my screen, it's the same.
So it might just be lost. It might just be the stream coming in from your side, from Skype.
Yeah.
Shitty Skype. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Doesn't have to, as long as people can hear us. I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah. I just keep my mouth behind the microphone.
Yeah, so people can't see him. I'll sit like. Yeah, so I bought a whole bunch of stuff for the expo on Saturday because I'm hoping to go and walk around there and make videos of people selling reptiles.
You should be able to.
Yeah, spy on people.
It's been done before.
Yeah, no. And I'm hoping that I can do some. I've got a little
argument with anyone. You'll be right.
What's that?
Just don't get in an argument with anyone.
Oh, there was the last expo I did attend. There was almost blood spilled there. In 2017. In 2017, I'm sure there was some of the people watching this show.
Those people around anymore, are they?
Yeah, I think they're all out of the industry now. I think the one that I had a big issue with, he ended up with a big virus in his collection and had to cull everything. And the other one got caught for smuggling. So largest, so I wasn't going to say that, but I mean, it's funny how these great people end up getting taken out in the industry. You know,
he's not allowed to leave the suburb. So
what's that?
He's not allowed to leave the suburb, or is it just Melbourne or Victoria or something?
Victoria. It sort of makes sense now that he wasn't at the expos last year, because that's usually where they stood around like that next to their table and looked down on everybody. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, now this is now turning messy, this show, but well. I see. It's getting it. The steam.
The lucky viewers at the end get the mess.
Yeah, it's getting momentum now, you know. And when I start getting momentum, it's like the juggernaut, you know.
Oh well,
bloody
I
juggernaut.
can't wait to see this 14-day trial.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be nice. I was actually thinking of taking off of work, but that's just way too long for me to sit there and listen to garbage that I know I know what the verdict's gonna be.
Just go to sentencing day.
Yeah. Last day. Probably be over the first day. Just go, I'm guilty. But in any case, let's just move on here. Let's just see here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to I don't know if I'm looking forward to the expo. I'm sort of. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to just
talking about it. You got all your gear ready.
Yeah, and I'm gonna walk around there with that big with my medium-sized kit. You know, I'm not gonna take the 50-kilogram gear because I need one of those. You know, those body harness.
Bodyguard just to carry your stuff.
Yeah, I need one of those body harnesses with a thing that comes over the top that helps you carry a
steady cam.
No, it's not a steady cam. This is actually a harness that you attach.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, and it helps you carry your gimbal around. It's a little bit of overkill, you know, a little bit of overkill.
Just a little bit for an expo.
Yeah, but I did get myself a wireless XLR transmitter, like a new shooter kit, so I can take my XLR mic,
right,
my interview mic, and have it wireless, so I don't have to worry about cables. Rode makes a Rode. If you're looking, I need a sponsor for this show.
Microphones.
I got that, and then I got a monopod that is going to help me.
That's what I was talking about to Brian the other day.
Yeah,
how he's doing his vlog every day. I said, do you use a Zoom and lav mics and all that sort of stuff, and doesn't use any of that anymore. Rarely, it's just shotgun mics.
Yeah, he's got the. I think I saw the shotgun mic that he uses is the Rode.
Yeah.
Rode video mic, and no, he uses the Rode. I've got it here somewhere. I don't remember what it's called.
Of course you do.
Video mic Pro Plus. There we go. I've got it sitting over there, staring at me. I might crack that puppy out on Saturday. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But people will see there's gear on the way. They'll go, what?
I'll just run, mate.
People get funny around video cameras, though, don't they?
They do, yeah.
You come marching up to them with a camera, they start getting all, tail between their leg.
All wobbly booted.
They get funny. They become funny in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see what happens. Somebody's asking.
Brett, so I'd guess you're going when you get to Penrith.
Yeah, I'm not going to Penrith now because I had to. I'll just do the Vic one this year. Make sure I do that well, and get some good.
Oh, that's right. We already spoke about that.
Yeah, and then get I just you need to have money to go and attend all these expos, and I'm just sort of I'll now with being ill and almost dying yesterday, it was close. It was close.
Hey, what was on your YouTube watch this week?
A lot of video gear, camera gear about Sony, and it never changes. I had
Sony. Oh my
God. There's new camera releases and stuff. I'm a big consumer. I'm actually a little bit of too much of a consumer when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for anybody out there that's looking,
apart from camera gear, was there any reptile stuff related stuff like that?
No, I saw that Kurt's Reptiles. Is it Kurt's Reptiles? He was at a lot of nerd Kevin McCurley stuff. I saw there's a lot of videos of that. Kevin McCurley's doing a lot of a big push into YouTube now.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of Twitch streams as well.
And he's doing a lot of collaborations with the big YouTube snake people, because it's funny, the big YouTube snake that snake discovery, that lady or that girl, or I don't know, I don't know what I think she's in her 20s. She's got like a massive few 100,000. I think it's do you know Snake Discovery? Blonde girl with glasses that does like talks about.
There was the one, the controversy they were going about, where they shed a snake and some chick was going crazy about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's her.
But this Kurt's Reptiles and this Snake Discovery, that's
1.5 million subscribers.
Is that
1.5 million subscribers?
Is that Snake Discovery?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good. She's pretty good though. Very, very. She brings it across in a very nice way. I mean, you can see by the amount of followers that she's got, and she basically just talks about the day with reptiles. I think she's also building a big facility now with where people can come and interact with reptiles and stuff like that. That seems to be the thing now. Yep. All these big guys are bringing people into their world. Even Kevin does that. He's got guided tours through his facility. She does that. Brian does that. It seems people want to interact with reptiles. Like, I think they've always, but it's more of a thing now. You can make money for it.
Jay's done it forever.
Yeah.
And but he's just pushed more into YouTube as well, and Instagram and Snapchat. Like, he's massive on them now. So.
Yeah. But I think people want to see that. People, there's a definite need for people to see snakes trying to bite people. I don't know. There's a little bit of. I think it's a little bit of. People like to see they want to see the risk factor. Working with big retics like Jay does.
Yeah.
And really, at the end of the day, what I can understand. I said it last time. There's a bit of a showmanship. The guys that have big followings on YouTube they showmen. You have to be a showman. Mm-hmm. And people can carry on about that, but it's all for show. And yes, because you need the views to pay what you trying to achieve. Like, I mean, I can imagine that a lot of the revenue that they get from to build and to look after the animals, I reckon a lot of that comes from money that they make from YouTube. They need those views to pay for the stuff,
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, like Chandler's Wildlife, he's like that. So
yeah, And Keenan as well. Ty Park doesn't have. I'm surprised that Ty doesn't do much more video, but I guess he just makes money from all his iguanas that he breeds.
Yeah, like he has rare iguanas, and that's a big show he runs there.
Yeah, we should. You know what? We should get some of those guys on to come and talk about that legislation that they're trying to enforce
Yeah,
in the US now with the tigus and the iguanas.
yeah. Like I said, like getting Phil Goss on to talk about it because he's at the front fighting it with lawyers, so
Yeah.
he actually knows like this is what they're doing. And like I was saying last time we were on, if they get it in there, you never know. They could cut and paste it here.
Yeah. Although I don't know, we don't have those large, troublesome, But iguanas, I don't know.
Like in America, there's 30 million people that have reptiles. So
Yeah, it does mess with them. There's, but if their collected voice, they just need to have 1 million of those involved in putting up a fight, and it's a different story. What's that? Faye and Therese. Does Faye not know who you are?
I don't know.
Who is?
Or is she saying who is the guest we're going to get?
I don't know. Who would be the best, most qualified person to talk about that?
The iguanas.
Yeah.
Well, Ty would know as well because he's obviously right into it. So
I saw Ronson Pierre as well. Ronson Pierre also. He'd come on.
Faye's probably never seen me without a beard as well.
Who's that?
She's probably never seen me without a beard. Rob. Maybe.
Yeah, of course. Rob's an expert. He can come and tell us about blanket bands and all that stuff that he's positive about. Sorry, insider joke from the other night. You had to follow the show to get on, to get in the insider jokes, you have to be a regular viewer. Laugh with us. You need to watch the show. Yeah, Rob, he'll come on. Tell us about the positivity out of South Africa. Oof, God, man.
Yeah. Obviously he's here, so it's going well then.
Well, we've gone 51 minutes. I think we'll sort of call it quits at a even 60. Well, maybe a little bit longer. I don't know. Oh, he's your mate. Oh, he's your mate.
Yep.
Doesn't Faye really can't recognize you?
I guess not. Yeah.
Huh?
I guess not.
You should post the photo up there.
Photo.
I mean, you got one on your phone that you can just hold up to the camera. A refresher course. See, people are awake. People are awake this time. Go to bed. This is just a trial run, really. This is unwanted pest. Has been flagged as a big issue in New South Wales. Yeah, not an iguana, but a jungle on the loose in Wollongong isn't great either. Yeah, but it boils down to the keepers.
Yeah. With the snake catching, we've been catching a few. So
yeah. Faye doesn't know you, she says.
That's all right. I don't know Faye either.
Oh, you don't know Faye?
No, I do.
She just needs to be a refresher course of what you look like with a beard.
Trying to find a photo.
Don't tell me you don't have a photo of yourself on there with the big old beard. Huh?
Stand by. We'll go back a bit. There you go. There's me there.
Where? Hold it up. No, it's Faye. You have to put it that thing. There we go. Faye, do you remember him? Yeah. You are lucky. There you go.
Where are we now? Bing.
Dingo Dinkelman. Yeah, I've watched his show. Rob's got a lot to say about Dingo.
That guy's a showman.
Another showman, YouTube showman. Yeah. But you know what? I've no issue with guys being showmen. Oh, she's going no now. I think the penny's dropped now. Buffet. It's dropped. There we go.
She's just like, I don't even know. Let's just move on, Faye.
I don't have an issue with people being big extravagant showmen with you didn't just sell me out. Hey, that is the gauntlet that you run commenting on this show. The truth comes out, I don't have an issue with people being extravagant and flamboyant and when they do shows when it involves reptiles. If they can get people interested in reptiles, I have no absolutely no problem with them being, as long as the animals aren't harmed, I'm fine with it. You know?
That's right. Yeah.
Ah, I really don't. As long as the animals are, show people if the things, if you're sensationalizing a black mamba trying to catch you, or a taipan chasing you, but relay the message that they're not trying to hunt you down. Let's be scientific about it. But if you need to make it look like you in the world of danger, then do it. As long as people keep watching and taking it in. I mean, I have no oh, here we go. Rob's off tangent now.
Minister of Snake Affairs.
Uh,
He's got his own hashtag.
oh, Moza.
That's next level, mate.
Neck level.
Mm.
Yeah, that's ultimate level in Australia. Huh? So we still have, we're still sitting around 30. It's all the views that are normally after the show that, and now I've just noticed that our middle, it's not that screen of ours now that it's green and white. It's not exactly 100% in the middle of that split. That needs to be changed as well. Noticing all this stuff.
You're going to be an emotional wreck tomorrow.
I don't know if I can cope. I'm already so sick. Don't know if I can cope with all this disease, Here we go. I'll explain that when I crack an invite on. What? Crack an invite?
I'll just be like, here you go, Rob.
Yeah. There you go. Get it in. Say what you have to say. Get it out there into the big old world, So it's not much. Nobody's got any questions. Nobody's got anything. I hope you're enjoying the show. If you don't enjoy it, just go, that's fine. I'll deal with that. We just this is.
I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll be all right. I'll move on. I'll get over it.
We're discussing if we should have a format that we follow that people would like. So maybe comment a sort of format that you want us to follow.
Yeah, I do think that I do definitely hosts or definitely guests.
Yeah,
and I'm not fussed with who.
They're probably the guests because they're international. It'll probably be like our morning on a weekend, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, unless we record because we can record the talk, but then it's not interactive.
Yeah,
and you really wanna get those guys where they can actually where we can ask people's questions and they can actually see it, because with this we can bring them in and they can actually see the comments on the screen.
And then almost 6 a.m. in Miami, and
yeah, but reptile people are up by that time. Those guys that have big farms and stuff like that, they'll be up early to start doing that stuff. Or whether they want to then come on the show, we might just have to bite the bullet over a weekend and try and do it early, or figure out a time when we can do it where it's not inconvenient to our families, and accommodate them. We'll have to accommodate them. It's a pity.
Direct from the experts. That's what it's about.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of people go. A lot of guys say, but it's not Australian, so what's the benefit of watching it? And I can guarantee you that there's stuff that you can carry across from all these big guys over in the US that makes a living from keeping reptiles would be able to teach you something. There's, it's just. I get so frustrated when I see people saying, but it's not, that doesn't relate to me because it's not Australian. Man, reptile keeping's not.
Look at the racks we're making. That's a direct copy, or the racks we got. It's overseas. People have created that, built that. We've imported it. We're using it.
Yeah, reptile keeping's not region specific. I mean, it's global. So if somebody might be working with a species that comes from a similar habitat to what a species of ours occurs in.
That's correct.
Then it's something to, especially up north, it's all tropical up there. So, I mean, they work with species that come from tropical regions in other places in the world, and they need exactly the same type of care. They are not limited. Fortunately for them, they're not limited by what they can get their hands on, like product-wise. Because a lot of stuff just doesn't see the board. It just doesn't see Australia because our volume's so low that it's not worth bringing the stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
Great use of media to educate, excite newcomers. Yeah, if we got talking, a couple of us are talking. You know, there's something happening. I'm
There's
thinking
an idea evolving.
there's idea happening. So people just need to stay tuned, and it will unfold itself. It's something. I'm not a type of guy that like to rush things. If I do execute something, it needs to be spot on.
Yep.
I'm just thinking. This channel, especially, I would like to grow the reptile news channel. I think that's what me and you are doing. I think we'll get the reptile news channels with double the amount of people and very active. I mean, I don't know if you've seen how busy that page is. But now I just need to relay the people that are looking at the photos. I now need to convert them into people that are actually watching the videos.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a... What'd you say?
It's picking that time that's good for the whole world, which was pretty hard.
Yeah. Especially when we both at work the whole day and then come home and then it's family, kids,
Kids and
all other
all
creepy
that sort of
crawlies
stuff.
and stuff, yeah. Okay,
We
so
have technical problems.
yeah, no technical problems from now on in. Okay, but that's an hour.
Hour 18.
So we've got on the carpet path. So see that the reptile news has only got like 4 people watching, and that should be right up there. But it's because it's night. It's because it's early morning in the US.
Mm-hmm.
Although now I'll be comparing the numbers now on the stats to see how many people actually watch the shows.
Yep.
There's actually somebody on the YouTube on YouTube. YouTube's actually got the best. The quality of this show is far better on YouTube.
Way better.
Yeah, because they
So
allow
the
high.
best way to do it, if you want to comment, is put the YouTube on,
Yeah,
watch it on your phone, turn your phone volume down, and comment on your phone.
yeah. That's
Ultimate.
far more interactive.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you for joining in tonight. Thank you, Colin, for sharing an hour of your life with me. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
Always.
it was almost fun.
Always.
I have to go and lie down now and feel.
I think you need to clean your ears out.
Yeah. Here we go. I'm on YouTube and commenting on Facebook.
Yeah, hey, Rob's all over it.
Multi-skilled. There we go. Multi-skilled harasser. Here's the stalker. Go multiple mediums at the same time and stalk.
Rob just needs to sort out a car so he can go a couple of snake catches.
Oh.
He keeps letting the team down.
It's all happens with time in this country. I had nothing when I arrived here as well, and then you just have to build it up over time, man.
Yeah.
Who's that? Hashtag Moza. There's that hashtag. Something wrong with you. I'm convinced there's something wrong with him. All right, folks. Thank you for tuning in. From now on, the quality is going to get better, and we'll nut out this format that we want to do. And the next show, we'll definitely have something more official and more streamlined. We'll try and get a guest on next week.
Yeah, we can see what we can do. Yeah.
All right. Cool. I'll speak to you later, and thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you next Wednesday. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. From now on, no more. I should be over this man flu by next Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good night, guys. See you.